There is some guidance advice on the supplement, nutritional supplement called creatine. So, should I care? Should I take it? Should I not? We should start with what creatine actually is. Creatine is a substance that is found in animal products, mostly in red meat products. This is something that you already consume if you are a meat eater or an omnivore. Creatine is not unnatural, it is simply part of our food that we normally eat. Creatine, when it comes to the human body and the function that creatine performs, creatine is a derivative of an amino acid. An amino acid is a building block of a protein. Creatine is one of the most widely studied, widely researched, tens of thousands of research studies on creatine. If you look at the data, it seems almost impossible to ignore that creatine can be beneficial if your goal has to do with improving your body composition, improving the way you look, getting in better shape. There's not a lot of risks associated with creatine as long as you don't go so crazy on your dosage. There used to be recommendations on a loading period where you take a lot of creatine and then you taper off and go into a maintenance dose. This is still a viable way to do it, but during this loading phase, there's often a lot of reports of stomach discomfort and digestive discomfort. I personally am not a fan of that way of doing it. This is a quicker way to get you saturated. You want to get saturated creatine to get the full benefits from creatine, but you can simply just take a maintenance dose and then wait another month and you'll be saturated anyways, and you'll avoid any GI or digestive discomfort. The dosages vary widely depending on what study you're looking at, depending on your body size especially, and depending on how sensitive you are to creatine itself. The dosages I've seen for a maintenance dose go all the way from 3 grams at the low end to 10 grams at the high end. I personally consume about 7 grams of creatine per day. If you're not feeling the full results of creatine, because it seems to be a safe and relatively non-side effect inducing substance, I don't really have many problems with, especially guys going up to that 10 gram mark. There's a lot of people that do 3 grams or 5 grams, but I think sometimes that doesn't give you the full benefit that creatine can actually give you if you dig into the nitty-gritty details of the studies and their different dosages. Benefits that you can see from creatine from the research: an increase in strength, an increase in exercise performance. In almost across the board, exercise performance is increased, which means that the results that you get from a much better workout would be better. And then muscle gain, or actually I should say, the results of creatine are muscular hypertrophy. Muscular hypertrophy is translated, if you're a man, into muscle gain. If you're a woman, it's translated into muscle toning. But creatine, giving you an actual number is relatively difficult. So I'll give you a range of what's seen in the literature with a wide variety. If you are saturated with creatine versus if you are not saturated with creatine, you are going to see a gain in muscle or an increase in muscle toning of about 1 to 3 pounds, and that's widely variable between people. It's hard to give you a real number, but you will see an actual measurable increase in muscle mass from creatine. The function that creatine plays in the actual body is it's a source of fuel. It's a source of fuel that's used directly in the muscle. It's a source of fuel that's available very quickly. And because it's available very quickly, it often fuels more explosive movements or more strenuous movements, which is really exercise in general or lifting weights in general. Creatine can benefit all of these physical activities when you're putting effort into these physical activities. And it can also help you on the muscle mass or muscle toning side, which can increase the way your body looks. It can help you get in shape better, quicker, faster. There's also some preliminary, I'll leave you one last nugget, one last preliminary evidence, not totally confirmed with lots of nice meta-analyses, but some preliminary evidence that creatine might actually help and give an anti-aging effect if taken for decades. This is more theoretical and still in the proving stages, in my view, in terms of quality of scientific evidence. But I believe that creatine is a phenomenal supplement for anybody at any age with any goals. This is just my personal view. I think it's very safe. It's also one of the cheapest supplements out there in the market. You can get a serving of 3 to 5 grams for 10 to 15 cents. It's really, especially if you buy in bulk. And so I really see not a lot of downsides to creatine. I've personally been taking creatine for probably about over 10 years now, and I've noticed nothing but good results from it. So here's some guidance on creatine. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. Hopefully this can spur you to take creatine, or maybe increase your dosage past the 3 gram marks at least. And hopefully this has been helpful for you.